And we're live. We're live. 1 second. We are now live. Everyone say a nice big hello.
Hello.
Okay, so you guys can be heard. I can be heard. So that must mean is Friday night is time for the revenge of the Mafia, the long-form improvised comedy show where it will turn out that someone on the screen who you're seeing now is actually a serial killer who everyone else has to use their social deduction skills to figure out and catch before they go on an absolute rampage. Now, I do apologise that we are slightly running behind. There was a couple of technical errors, but we are here now, which is the important thing. So, as always, I need to direct your eyes down to the bottom of the screen, audience, where you will see the writing is on the wall. And currently it says support the show. Subscribe at www.youtube.com/extreme improv. So if you could smash that subscribe button, that would be absolutely amazing. But just in the interest of catching up on time a little bit, let's meet tonight's townspeople. Let's meet who we've got in the city, starting with Myrtle Blueberry. Say hello to the people.
Well, actually, it's pronounced Myrtille. It's a French name. So I am the local barkeep. I run the local bar, and I am a minority in this town because I'm the only one of us who is a Muppet.
Okay, so well, if we interpret that in other ways, then I think there's at least one or two others. But with this, we have Granny. Say hello to the people.
Hello, dearies. I am Granny Likensbane, and I am just a dear old lady.
Okay, thank you very much there, Granny. So next up, we are going to meet Jilly Beanie Baby. Say hello to the people.
Hey everybody. So yeah, I'm Jilly Beanie Baby. You may know me because my parents used to write all of these amazing books about me since I was like a child, and now I'm just kind of like going with it. I'm a walking character all the time, and you're being charged for this appearance. So yeah.
Okay, thank you very much there, Jilly. So next up, we're going to meet Officer Frankie. Introduce yourself to the people.
My name is Officer Frankie. The townspeople needed a police officer, so they got me from Brooklyn. You can tell I'm a police officer because of my cap. All right.
Okay, thank you very much there, Officer Frankie. So, next up, we will need to meet... I'm going to say this wrong now. It's annoying because it was clever. No to self. Oh, I'm sorry.
No toos. Elf. Hello. Hi, it's me, your friendly elf from the year-round Santa store. I'm here to spread joy to everyone that comes into the store. Not for everybody outside the store.
Okie doke. Thank you very much. Of course, we need to meet Murray Kondo. Would you please introduce yourself to the people?
Hi everyone. I'm here to spritz your house and clean it up all. Even a murder tonight.
Oh, okay. And quite possibly last, unless I've skipped someone else. Oh no, we've got a couple more. We have Mary May Doolittle. Would you please introduce yourself to the people?
Sure thing. So my name is Mary May Doolittle, and I'm an animal therapist. That's right. I talk to the animals. Oh, mind explosion. Yeah, they also talk. So we got a lot to work on, and I'm hoping that within this chaos, we can also do this together, you know.
Okay, thank you very much. And last, but certainly not least, we have Emperor Palpatine. Please introduce yourself to the people.
I am your lovely emperor from the far, far galaxy. And many people have questions about the sequels, especially how I conceived my granddaughter. And I will reveal that if I survive on the show.
Okay, so, okay. I'm not sure I want to know how you conceived your granddaughter, but regardless. So, audience, just to explain a couple of things for you. You will see lots of things around the screen, including money and Tommy guns. Each of our characters starts off with $10,000 in the bank, and this is their protection money, which they can use at various points throughout the show, because in a moment we will find that one of them will be assigned as being a hitman by a roll of a dice. Now, once they are assigned as the hitman, and they do not know this currently, they will choose and pick off victims by communicating with me in the Zoom chat, which is not available for our audience at home to be able to see. Other people will be able to use their protection money to protect themselves, but they may also wish to steal money from each other, because there are ways where they can snitch and buy information or even take out hits on each other, but this will be explained as we go along. But for this opening scene, we will have a 2 minutes getting to know each other scene, during which, audience, I will communicate to someone after rolling a dice that they are the hitman tonight. So keep an eye on everyone's faces. I will just remind our cast that you must always make sure that at least one of your hands is off screen, because you will have to type in plain sight of everyone else if you are the killer that you want to kill someone else. So 2 minutes getting to know each other, and during this time someone will find out that they are the killer. So keep an eye on their faces, watch for who has a change in their attitude and demeanour, because someone is about to learn that they're a killer. 2 minutes, begin. Get to know each other, guys.
Hi everyone, who wants a drink? Who wants to get the first drink?
Oh yeah, I'm always full for drinks.
Yeah, who wants, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want there? What do you want? What do you fancy?
I want something that looks like cotton candy that you can name after me.
Oh yeah, hang on 1 second.
Thank you.
Hey, Mary, what?
Yeah.
I hadn't seen you since that time we went to high school together in Brooklyn.
Oh my God, is that you, Frankie Bear?
It's me, Frankie. Mary, I haven't seen you in ages.
No ways, I thought you were gonna be a lawyer, but now you're an officer at the lawyer. That's incredible.
Listen, I was gonna say you guys should know each other because you guys sound alike. Yeah, I mean, there's only one part of Brooklyn, not that many people, and we're both from it.
Sure.
Chili B,
Yeah.
We couldn't find a drink for you. I checked everywhere. We didn't find anything.
Okay, that's cool. I'm just
Is
disappointed.
anyone from the far, far galaxy?
No.
No, but what's wrong?
Anyone here a Jedi?
Are you from Uranus?
What's wrong with your throat?
That is the way I speak.
Because of that joke, Mary, drink on the house.
Oh, thanks very much, Ted. That's so kind of you.
Yeah,
Hey,
just take the stairs over there, head left, and then you're on the roof. There you go.
Myrtil, I always
Yeah.
wondered this. You serve drinks all day, but
Yeah.
can you drink anything?
Well, you see, the problem is, I don't have a stomach.
Ooh.
See, I just got some guy's hand shoved up my butt, so I can't really drink anything or.
That's a whole mood,
Whatever
though.
you're into, no judgment.
that problem too.
You want us to call the police? Are you
No.
alright?
No. He just follows me around everywhere. I'm quite concerned.
That doesn't make it sound better.
Is it codependency?
Do you not get constipated
Okay,
with
guys,
something else up
this
there?
is
I'm not
time.
sure.
This is time. So, during the last 2 minutes, someone found out that they are the killer tonight. Now, audience, did you see who it was? Throughout the show, if you check the writing on the wall, you will see that we are now going to say, audience, ask the suspects questions. You'll be able to ask any of the people you see here any question you like, in the hunt to track down who you think the killer is. And we will put the questions to them periodically throughout the show. But now we are going to go into the night phase, which just for this first time I will explain, and then I will start a timer. So during this night phase, the killer will have the duty of letting me know who they want to choose as their first victim. They could also alternatively choose to steal from someone else by writing their name and a number from 1 to 10 of how much they wish to steal in thousands of dollars, between $1 and $10,000. If you are not the killer, you have 3 choices. You can either do nothing and hope for the best. You can choose to protect yourself by writing protect me and then a number from 1 to 10 to spend your protection money, or you could choose to try and accumulate more money by stealing up to $10,000 from someone else, in which You write their name and a number from 1 to 10. But if you steal, the more you steal, the more chance there is you will be caught. With this, 1 minute on the clock begins. So, during this minute, I will just explain it again whilst everyone makes their choices of what they intend to do here. The killer will have to let me know the name of who they want their intended victim to be. And they could also just instead choose to steal money from someone else, in which case no one would die, but someone with money stolen would become more vulnerable. If they are not the killer, people can either choose to do nothing and hope for the best, spend protection money to protect themselves in the hopes that someone isn't trying to kill them, or they could choose to steal money from someone else. There's 25 seconds left on the clock. Audience, I will remind you that you can ask questions to anyone, and we will put it to people throughout the show, because in a moment we are going to go to our first day phase of questions, where everyone will be able to ask one other person one question. And so with this, let me just check. We have some stuff going on, and let's see.
Did we have a night phase?
This is the
It's
night
right now.
phase. We do this lights on now. So, with this, the night phase now happens lights on. Just audience who may not have seen, or if any of our city folk are not aware of how the show has gone recently, it now happens in plain sight of the audience. So this way,
Wow.
they can read your expressions, they can read any changes of demeanour. So, it is also the case that if you are typing protect me, someone may misconstrue that you are typing to kill someone. So there's lots of strategy to be had here. Now, I'm just going to double check something because I'm afraid I think we have some bad news. We do have some bad news. Oh my, Granny, what big teeth you had. Granny, you have been killed during the night. But, fortunately, because I have psychic ability, I am able to communicate with the dead from beyond the grave. Now, Granny, did you get a sense of who you think it was that wanted to kill you? Do you know who it was that you think would take you out at this stage?
Oh, I'm not too sure at this stage. Perhaps Mary had a little lamb and she didn't want them being eaten by me.
Okay, that's fair enough. I just need to confirm one other thing. That's unfortunate for this person. Mary!
Yeah.
Perhaps, as Granny was saying, you are up to no good. Because, I can say, you're a thief.
Yeah.
You are a thief, Mary. You were caught stealing during the night. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
You know, no.
Well, let's see if you keep your mouth open or shut for the remainder of the day, because you will now suffer a humiliation. For the remainder of this day phase, every time you speak, you are going to have to include product placement. So every time you speak, you are going to have to include product placement. If I don't feel that you have sufficiently done this, you will be humiliated with silence for the remainder of the day. So, with this, we have Granny, who is dead. We will now go round everyone, and everyone will get the opportunity to ask one other person one question as we try to track down the killer. Jilly Beanie Baby, do you have a question for someone, please?
Yeah, I kind of do. Notus. My question is, was my doll in my likeness, was it approved for your Santa store?
Well, see, Santa didn't get a chance to get into all the specifics on why he couldn't go through with it this time. But he does like it. He thought that your hair looked great.
Okay, awesome. Trying to make a comeback, you know.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Blueberry, who would you like to ask a question to?
I would like to ask a question of Officer Frankie.
Hello, I'm Officer Frankie.
Hi, Officer Frankie. So a lot of my stuff went missing during the night of the granny being killed. God rest her soul. Do you know anything about that?
You asked me a yes or no question, so I feel obliged to give you a yes or no answer.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay. Emperor Palpatine, do you have a question for someone, please?
I have a question for that blueberry.
Yes.
I
Me.
sense the presence of the dark side in you. And when you said no, it almost sounded like Darth Vader.
Okay.
Are you with the dark side?
Well, I did burn some bread once. That was quite dark. No, I can't say that I am.
In time, maybe.
Okay. Granny from Beyond the Grave, do you have a question for someone, please?
Yes, I have a question for my ex-husband who has left to a galaxy far away, Emperor Palpatine.
I was going to reveal that later, Granny.
Why did you leave me all those years ago? I have missed you so much.
Well, I shouldn't be with my wife for 24/7. I have an empire to run, you know.
But another galaxy is just too much space. I know you said you wanted space.
It's not enough space for me.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Officer Frankie, do you have a question for someone, please?
Oh yes, I'm Officer Frankie. It's for my old pal Mary from Brooklyn. I saw you typing, and I think you saw me typing, and I was hoping, because you're such a nice girl, and I missed hanging out with you. You want to form in like an anti-mafia alliance, so we can try to save each other's butts.
Listen, you Krispy Kreme Power Ranger. So, no.
What?
I don't know. I don't even know what a product placement is. McDonald's mac and cheese. I think that's right.
I'm going to say you've just about still maintained this, but just to clarify this for you, it is the idea of that when you were speaking, you slip in that you were trying to promote something. I don't know.
Oh, could you just mute me, please, like Alexa with a headache?
Okay, you are muted, and you are silenced for the remainder of the day. You don't actually have to be muted, but you are silenced for the remainder of the day for attempting to break your humiliation. So, well, Mary, I think that it was actually your question. Would you like to try and communicate a question to someone even though you were muted? Okay. Oh, number 6. You have a question for number 6. What's with your face, I think that means.
I got thrown down a ventilation shaft.
Okay, fair enough. Murray, do you have a question for someone, please?
I do. Although it was for a product placement with Marie, but she's muted.
It's up to you. You can ask her questions if you want.
So, Mary, as you know, I'm very good with the cleaning services. Would you like to place me? Would you like to sell it to people how to kill all the blood stains after a murder? See, that's a good product placement. Yes,
There
I
you
see
go.
it. Yes.
Yeah, and she doesn't even.
Windex.
Yeah. So
Yes.
with this, okay. To know to self. What's your question, please?
My question is to you. Why can't you get my name right? Aren't you English?
No
Didn't
to
you
self.
guys invent the language?
No to self. Is that not right?
Mm-mm.
No.
Notus.
Notus. Elf.
It's spelled phonetically, I think.
Notus. Elf. Okay. I will work on this. I didn't go to school very much.
Okay, but does that count as my question? Because I really didn't mean that to be the question.
You can ask. I will allow you to ask another question.
Yeah. All right. So my question is to Officer Frankie. Oh, hey, I'm Officer Frankie. Okay, so you said that the town brought you in because we needed tough police officers. Yeah. But people are dying. Mm-hmm. So what happened? That's a good question, and I would like to take the time to answer this. I take murder very seriously. I am doing everything that I can. I'm getting all the boys and the girls on it, and we are launching an investigation, and we will have our results very, very shortly. But in the meantime, stay at home, stay safe. Don't tell people.
Okay.
Okay, so with this, I believe everyone has had the opportunity to ask one other person one question. We'll have a look to see what the audience have asked, and then we'll see. We've got lots of questions coming in. Whoa, it's very busy tonight. So let's see what we've got. Wow, it's busy on Twitch as well. So let's see what we've got. The writing is on the wall, says Elkie TV Read on Facebook. That Frankie is a damn fine officer. Do you have, says Nightmare?
It's pronounced Neve. Her name is
Neve, of course it is. Okay, I can't read names, we've established this. So, Neve says that Frank is a damn fine officer. Do you have a response to this?
Neve, baby girl, you know I love you. I wish I could be there in Brooklyn with you, but I gotta solve the moiters. That's how it goes. So, but in my heart, okay?
Okay, let's see what else we've got. We've got a question here. Jilly, what is fame like? What is fame like?
Fame is pretty lit, I guess. Except people are constantly looking in your house or going through your trash. But it's cool kind of going into a Starbucks and people wanting to take their picture with you. But it also sucks because people see me as this character that my parents made up a long time ago. So no one really cares about who the real Jilly is, but it's all good.
Okay. Let's see what else we've got. And okay, another question for Officer Frankie. What makes a good officer, and do you think anyone else here could make it in the forces? Asks Stephen on Twitch.
Well, all right. What makes a good officer? The pursuit of justice. Catching the baddies and eating lots of donuts. And I think if anybody would be a great officer, Matil, I was hoping to ask you, do you wanna be like a deputy or something?
You would ask me?
Yeah, you make some good drinks, and you need to make good drinks to be a good deputy.
Yeah, I practice my Brooklyn accent. We're gonna get some coffee.
Oh my God, that was good, yeah.
I know, right? I'm working on it.
Okay. Let's just see if we've got anything else, because we'll just move on. We might save some of these questions till the next round.
I want to be a deputy too.
Okay, Granny. Michael says, shouldn't you change back to human now you're dead?
It's not quite how it works, unfortunately. If I die as a wolf, I stay as a wolf, and I'm eternally one in the afterlife.
Okay. So with this, audience, continue to ask these questions. Put any thoughts of who you think the killer is along the way, and we will put them to the suspects as we go. But for now, there will now be 90 seconds of open discussion to try and build upon what we have learnt as we hunt for this killer. 90 seconds, begin.
Right, so you were all drinking in my bar last night, and and one of you decides to kill someone.
Yeah.
Oh wow, you're really taking your deputy role.
He's good.
I know, right? I've been working on it. I've been standing in front of the mirror for hours going, you ain't got nothing, punk.
That's good.
Yeah, that's right.
But while you're standing in the mirror, while your other half was killing people?
Oh, says you, Emperor Palpatine, look how evil you look.
Yes, I do my killing in the other side of the galaxy, not here.
I don't know. I don't think we should be profiling Palpatine.
Well, I mean, look at him. He has guys in leather behind him doing what?
I think that's just his kink. Let's not
He
kink
used to
shame
bring
him.
those into the bedroom. It was very
Well, he
fun.
shouldn't bring his kink to us.
Do you think
That's
he's down in
not
the
our
basement?
kink.
I need my spaceship to travel to this galaxy, okay? And those guys follow me everywhere I go, even to the bathroom, even when I say don't follow me.
Did your mum forget to take you to the shops again?
Oh.
No
Also,
tools.
Murray's been suspiciously silent.
Yes, Murray.
Suspicious.
I think no twos know a thing or two about my cleanliness habits.
You know what, Murray? I think that your cleanliness is super cool, and I need you as my PR person.
Oh my God.
Okay, that is the end of this period of open discussion. Now, hopefully you use that time carefully to work out who the killer is.
No, we did not
You
at
did
all.
not. Oh, dear. So, with
Frankie's
this,
hiring
there will
people.
be one final interaction before we put things to the vote. So, audience, don't vote just yet, but in a moment we will vote someone off and we will execute them in the hopes that we have caught the killer before they can, in fact, kill again. But there will be one final interaction decided by the roll of the dice, and it is going to be between number 8, Murray, and it is going to be between number 3, which is the corpse of Granny. So, fortunately, with my psychic ability, we will put to an execution sequence. So, audience, get these votes in, but starting us off, Jilly Beanie Baby. Who do you think is the killer, please?
Honestly, I think it might be the officer.
Right.
And I'm saying this because you're supposed to be keeping the streets safe, but instead you were hanging out in a bar recruiting a bartender.
Just because I'm a bad officer doesn't mean that I'm a killer.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Let's just keep this to the vote. So, Myrtle, who do you vote for?
Well, I can't vote for you because you keep saying my name wrong, but I'm going to... I would go as well for the officer. It was kind of suspicious that she alone came to my bar.
Okay, Officer Frankie, who would you vote for, please?
I'm gonna vote for Murray because she's very quiet, and quiet people make me suspicious.
Okay, fair enough. Granny, you cannot vote because you are dead. Emperor Palpatine, who do you vote for, please?
I sent the dark side within that blue fluff ball.
Okay, so that is a vote
That's
for
Mr.
Blueberry.
Blue Fluff Ball.
Okay. Notus Elf, who do you vote for, please?
Okay, so I've been thinking about this for a really long time, and I just think that the guy that brings his own S&M people with him everywhere is really freaky. So I think he's killing people too.
So who is that?
The Emperor.
Emperor,
with the
okay.
raspy voice.
Right. Murray, who do you vote for, please?
Well, I think I'm gonna go with Officer Frankie.
Okay, there's
Frank.
votes against Officer Frankie. And let's see, who do you therefore vote for? Mary May Doolittle. 6 is Emperor Palpatine. Let's see what our audience have said. And audience still voting, so get these votes in quick. And let's see. We've got votes for Officer, Jilly Bean, Murray, Jolly. I think that's meant to be Jilly. Not seen much of anyone to vote, really, but I vote Officer Frankie, says Stephen. Emperor Palpatine, the Elf, Blueberry, going for the Muppet. Here's Everyone Drown Their Sorrows at the Bar. Emperor and Elf. So that's where we're up to now. How many votes do we have, guys? How many votes? This is the point.
One.
Yeah,
Two,
if you could
I think.
keep track of how many you've got. So
How many do I have? You have 3. Okay.
I will double check again, guys. So this time, help me count it up. We've got votes for Murray. We've got votes for Officer, Jilly, Frankie, Palpatine, Elf, Blueberry, and Emperor, Elf, and Palpatine. So how many votes? Now, Officer Frankie, I'm just going to clarify. Is that just the votes I've read out just now?
No, that includes.
Don't count the previous ones. So,
Okay.
So just 2. So Palpatine, I think it is you. Oh, and it is tied with Elf. So Granny, as you are dead, and we have a tie between Elf and Palpatine, you will get the opportunity to break this tie. So who between Emperor Palpatine and Elf do you think it is?
I thought the officer had a few few votes from people here. Okay.
You just have to settle. Sorry, Granny. You have to settle the tie between the audience.
Right. I will go for my ex-husband, the Emperor.
No, I need to make my granddaughter. Don't kill me.
Okay, so Granny, you actually have a bit more power than what you expected because you have now tied the overall vote. So there were 3 suspect votes towards Officer Frankie and 2 towards the Emperor, but with the accumulation of the audience votes, it is now tied at 3 apiece. So your choice is now between Emperor Palpatine and Officer Frankie. Who do you think is the killer, please?
Yes. Okay, that makes sense. My old age got behind me. All right. Definitely still, it's going to be my ex-husband because he left me.
So, Emperor Palpatine, you have been voted. So, with this, you will be executed. Can I now ask for a volunteer? And just, I will take that, Jilly Beanie Baby, you will do this. But just so anyone who is new to this city, who doesn't know how things work around here, we would ask for a volunteer who will have the opportunity to earn some bonus cash by taking on the burden and risk of performing the execution. So, Jilly Beanie Baby, you have volunteered for that. Let's get Emperor Palpatine up here. So, I will also join you for a moment as I explain what happens here. So, in a moment, there will be 30 seconds on the clock. During this time, Emperor Palpatine, you can attempt to convince Jilly Beanie Baby not to execute you. And it has happened several times now that someone has successfully convinced their executioner not to do it. But if you cannot convince her not to kill you, you can either use your protection cash or you can call to grab a Tommy gun, in which you would have a 1 in 8 chance of turning the gun on your would-be assassin, or your would-be executioner, I should say. But Jilly Beanie Baby, for taking on this burden and risk, you will get the opportunity to earn some bonus cash. I will roll this dice and you will have odds or evens chance of getting bonus cash. If you guess correctly, odds or evens, whichever number it lands on, will be how many thousands of dollars you get. So can I ask you, Jilly, odds or evens?
Evens.
Evens. And it is evens, but it is a 4. So you get a bonus $4,000 there, Jilly. So, now, there will be 30 seconds on the clock, as I explained what would happen before, Palpatine. You can either convince her not to kill you, you can protect yourself with money, or you can grab a gun. But with this, here you go.
Strike me down with all your hate, and your journey towards the dark side will begin.
Okay.
Don't do it. So don't do it.
Oh,
You're too
I
good.
thought you were telling me to do it. I mean, you just
Don't
told
do
me
it.
to strike you down with all of my hate.
Don't do it. Boys, save me. Bring the cash.
Okay, so very quickly, can I ask you how much money you wish to spend of protection money, please?
Do I have 6,000?
You do not have 6,000 available.
I spent what I have.
You have, okay, I can reveal to you that you have $3,000 available. So you'll have a 1.
You son of a bitch!
Yeah, it sucks. That's how I feel going shopping when you're like swiping your card and they're like, "Oh, decline."
So I
It's
will
like,
roll
ugh.
this dice. If it is 1, 2, or 3, you will be protected. If it is 4 through 10, you are not. It is a 3. It is a 3. You have successfully protected yourself. So with
Is this how I survived the sequels?
Yeah.
Okay, so with
I
this,
chickened out.
with this, everyone is still alive, and unfortunately, well, other than Granny, of course, but that means there is definitely still a killer among us. Did we just let Emperor Palpatine get away with murder, or did Jilly Beanie Baby just avoid killing an innocent person? It is now once again going to be the night phase with the lights on. During this time, everyone needs to communicate to me if they wish to steal, who they wish to kill, and if they wish to protect themselves. 1 minute begin. Now, feel free during this time if you want to continue the conversation, especially Granny, if you have any thoughts on things you have observed.
Dead wife, I thought I would bring you back to life.
Well, we'll see. I would like to come back to life. I still have so much life left in me.
Oh, Granny. something of yours? Hang on a sec.
Yes, please. I mean, just lay it on my corpse. I haven't moved from where I was killed. It should be fine.
Oh, that's so scandalous.
Blueberry, don't you have arms? Why did you need to put it in your mouth?
Well, I have two, and, well, to put it this way, he's holding the stick, and you know where the other hand is. So
let me call 911.
It's difficult to.
Let me call 911.
I'm breaking
it's
some
not
fourth
the
wall.
first time he's had that garment in his mouth, dearie. It's fine.
Let me what?
It's not the first time he's had that dress in his mouth. Trust me on this.
Oh, I believe it. I'm so intrigued.
Granny, I'm a year old.
Oh, I am no longer intrigued.
Underage?
Well,
you didn't tell me that.
I'm older than I look, but
how are you serving at a bar if you're only a year old?
I have
child labor laws.
My granny gave me savings from my union depository box.
Okay,
No
I need to interrupt. I do apologise. I just need to double check this. I need to double check something.
Double check.
Okay, so we're in a situation. So let me just read everyone's names here again, because there's something I wasn't quite understanding, but then there is something else I've realised.
I will clarify for you. Mike is the guy who put the vent in my throne room, okay? When Darth Vader threw me off of it.
Okay, so
His mic.
no, yeah, okay, so we're gonna kill his mic. Basically, audience, just to clue you in here, whoever the murderer is, and we'll see if they know this in a minute, wanted to kill someone called Mike, but looking at all of our suspects, there is no one called Mike here, which was quite confusing for me. But what we will now do is, as I can say that no one here...
It was a parody of last week.
You was in the last night.
Overshadowing from the previous week.
Yes, exactly. What I can say is there will now be 1 minute of open discussion where people can decide if they think they worked out who the killer is, and perhaps the audience will be clued into what has happened here. Take it away.
All right.
All right, everyone, calm down. I'm the deputy. I'm here to help.
Mary, you're awfully silent there. Why don't
Yeah,
you
I
say
know. I
something?
was muted because I did not know what product placement was, but now I'm back and it's all okie dokie after jokey.
Yeah, it really sucks. I get that. I had to do that as a child. Product placement all the time.
Can somebody explain to me, was Emperor Palpatine joking when he was?
He was being facetious.
This is
So,
my best time
in the
attempting
previous-
satire.
So in the previous night, there was a Mike who was killed accidentally by the real murderer in front of the audience. And that's exactly what he tried to do, just to fool everyone to think that he is the murderer.
But I think
trying to
out
pull
of
the shit.
principle,
Why would he do that?
I think he's a murder. I'm just going to say he's a murderer because he's acting like one.
It could be that reverse psychology, you know.
Yeah. These
Mhm.
murders
Okay,
happened
that is
before?
time. That is time. So, with this, we will now ask some questions. We can ask some...
I have several.
Well, I'm sure we do. But let's go round. You get to ask one other person one question. And we will start with Blueberry. Who do you have a question for?
Oh, blimey. I have a question for, I think it's Jilly Baby? Jilly Baby?
Yeah, sure.
I can't see your name. It's really far away. But why did you make me go down and get you a drink? Is that because you wanted to look who to murder?
No, it's because I wanted to feel special for once and be like, oh, maybe there's a drink named after me instead of children's books, and people realize that I'm actually an adult and not that little girl that people idolized as a child.
Okay.
Okay, Jilly, do you have a question for someone, please?
Yeah, I do. So let's see. Mary, my question's for you. So we know you got your hands all dirty that first night. Who were you stealing from?
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I cannot actually remember because I was too busy thinking about what in the hell is the product placement. But I definitely think I should go back to school. You know, I feel like business studies, if that has anything to do with it. But yeah, I stole money. I'll hold my hands up and I'll say that I did because you know
I
what?
thought you were a veterinarian.
I'm having my moment, thanks to our Claude.
Yeah, you butt out of this.
I stole money because I don't have money, and also you don't make much by talking to animals. I'm gonna make it obvious for you, so I hold my hands up.
We should collab.
Sure.
Okay, so next up, Officer, do you have a question for someone?
I got loads of questions.
Just one, though.
All right, Murdy. I made you a deputy.
Oh, me? I thought you said Marty.
Yeah, Murdy. That's you, right? the blue guy. That's not my question. I'm just
call me Blueberry.
Oh, I'm afraid, actually, since you've highlighted it, you only get to ask one question. So, I'm very sorry.
All right. If I was being a real officer here, this is my first time. You didn't explain that rule to me, so I feel like I should get...
Fair enough. I'll let you off that.
Okay.
Since you highlighted it.
Blueberry,
Yes.
I made you a deputy.
Yes.
And then you voted for me to execute me.
It was a subtle plan to throw off the killer off our trail.
I just want to know what I could do to get you on my side, because I value our partnership.
Say my name.
All right. Teal Blueberry.
Close enough.
Okay. Granny, do you have a question from Beyond the Grave?
Yes, to Jilly Beanie Baby. Of the stories written about you, what is your favourite?
What was the question?
Of the stories that were written about you, which one is your favourite?
I guess I really liked Jilly Beanie Baby Gets a Dog, because in the book, I apparently get a dog and it's happy and we go to dog shows, but real life, I'm actually allergic to dogs, so my parents never let me have one.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's
Okay.
just as well I didn't invite you for tea then.
Palpatine, do you have a question for someone?
Sure. I still have a question for that puppet.
What?
He's talking to you, Jilly Baby.
Blueberry.
Yes.
Are you still not sure you have the dark side within you? I said something is within you, and it's the hand of the dark side inside.
I think he's directing that question at you, mate.
That was a response. Murray, do you have a question for someone, please?
Well, Myrtle, Blueberry. How in the world are you such an adorable killer?
Oh! Well, you ever seen that film, Muppets Most Wanted?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I am Constantine. I am world's most dangerous frog. I'm working on impressions.
So adorable.
Aww.
Okay. Next up, No-Toos Elf. Who's your question for?
I don't know what's happening right now.
Nor do I.
I don't know what was. Okay, so there's so many things swimming in my head, but the biggest is Myrtle. Do you not want me to call 911 because I just saw his hand grab your mouth? Please let me call 911. Can I call 911?
It's okay. He doesn't harm me in any way. I mean, he threw me out. I mean, we sat on rocks on a beach, but we're fine.
That's not okay.
It's okay.
Okay, and Mary May Doolittle. Oh, someone behind you.
It's alright, it's just my therapist. What are we doing?
Do you have a question?
Oh, yeah, sure. Officer Frankie Bear. Yeah, so why, after, how long we've known each other for, why would you go and betray me like that and try and hire a puppet? Whatever happened to, loyalties?
Mary,
I scared you because I think I don't know what I'm trying to say, but take the first question.
I asked you first if you wanted to be a partner, and you said no. And I'm hurt now, and I could ask this. You would try and do product placement when you said no, so maybe you would say a no to the product placement. But I asked you to partner the last round of questions, and you said no. I would still love to, but you gave me an answer, so.
Okay.
You didn't tell me what it was for.
Okay. So let's go over to the audience things. Let's see what we've got. Anything from the
audience things?
Yeah, let's see what the audience have said. And so Raricchio says the officer's clearly not a secret mic. They've told us over and over again what their name is. Very true. Let's see what else. And see what else. Oh my god, there's loads of comments, which is cool, but I'm just trying to find the questions within it. Did someone say something?
The puppet's just having a moment. Carry on.
Okay, so couple of questions here. Firstly, to Notus Elf. What is your favourite time of year?
Of course. Isn't it obvious? Halloween.
Okay. And Murray, we've got a question here from... Oh, I've lost it. You did have a question. Bear with me 1 second. Let's see who it's from. From Kenny, which says, you seem to be doing quite well for yourself. Do you steal from the dead?
Maybe I do. Maybe I don't, if I tell you.
What?
Okay, we'll have one final interaction before we go to the vote. So with the roll of the dice, I can see that it is going to be between Jilly Beanie Baby, and with the roll of the dice, it is between Mary May Doolittle. So Jilly and Mary, let's spotlight you. You will have 1 minute's interaction before we go to our next vote, and take it away.
So I don't feel like I know you, I'd like to know you because you give me good vibes.
Thank you. You're like the first person to ever really say that to me, and I appreciate it.
Sure, you need more appreciations. Everybody does, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess when your entire life has been a lie, it's kind of weird to figure out, like, who actually are you? I do like animals.
That's deep. That's deep. Do you need some help? I know some really good human-based therapists.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah, sure.
But therapy, I don't know. My family always said that therapy would look bad for the brand.
No, not if they don't know about it.
That's true.
Yeah, you don't have to publicize it.
Yeah, I don't. I'm sorry.
I'll tell you who else gets therapy. Blueberry. He gets therapy. That's how he's turned out so cute. He used to be red and devilish, and now he's all beautiful and blue.
I think Blueberry's fantastic because he can be whatever he wants. One moment he's a bartender, the next minute he's a deputy.
And I imagine if he was human with that beautiful voice.
That is the end of this period of open interaction.
I never know how I felt about him.
It is now voting time. Audience, vote now and save us. Who do you think the killer is? It's either Jilly, Blueberry, Palpatine, Frankie, Mary May, Elf, or Murray. Put your votes into the comment section now, and we will go round each of our suspects. Of course, Granny is dead, but was able to help us with the vote last time as there was a tie. So, starting this time...
I have a question.
Yes, you can ask a question.
For you. Did someone die in this last night phase or no?
They did not. Okay. That's why there was the confusion that someone had said about killing someone called Mike, and it had said something openly, but... It was just a weird thing to come up. It was just a very bizarre thing. But No one died. Someone's been watching the Snyder Cut. But anyway, let's see. Murray, do you have a question for someone? Not a question, a vote. Who do you vote for?
I would like to vote for Mary May Doolittle.
Okay, there's a vote against Mary. Nose-Tooth Elf, who do you vote against?
Okay, so I noticed something about this person. It's very contradictory. I just learned that word. And for somebody that hates an image that they've been raised in, why are they still wearing the stuff? Jilly. I think it's Jilly.
Oh.
Okay. Mary, who do you think is the killer, please?
Well, you know what? I was going to say someone else, but now I feel like I've been deeply offended by someone who I thought was my other friend. So, Condom, I vote for you.
Okay, Frankie, who do you vote against?
Well, I was deeply hurt when they voted for me last round. So, Jilly, I am saddened, and I vote for Jilly.
Okay, Palpatine, who do you vote against?
I still feel the dark side presence in all of these people. It would be hard to type upside down, but that's a good cover. So the blue furball.
Who do you vote for?
The blueberry. The furball.
Oh, blueberry. Okay, sorry, I can understand. Right, so with this, we will now come to the blueberry. Who do you vote against?
So, I think, because he seems to have it in for me, and I don't know why. Maybe it's
You would make a great apprentice. That is why I am sensing the dark side.
Okay, he's muted. Right, go on, blueberry, you were saying?
I was saying it would have to be Palpatine.
Okay, there's a vote against Palpatine.
I do apologise.
Jilly Beanie Baby, who do you vote against, please?
I guess doing the math. I think it's Marie Kondo.
Okay, so
Especially since we know it's not Mary.
right, so let's just have a quick check here. Right, so let's go over to our comments section, and we've got votes. Firstly, for Lily. This is amazing. We had a vote for Mike earlier, and there was no Mike. Now we've got a vote for Lily. Now, might mean Jilly, I'm going to guess. Right, we've got a vote from, oh, that's a question. Then we've got a vote for Jilly again. Emperor, Mary May, Mary, Officer Frankie. I don't even think that's a real hat, says Stephen. Elf, Murray, Murray, and let's see anything else. Blueberry, Palpatine, Frankie, Elfo, and Frankie. So how many votes did we get? So that is, how many is that, Palpatine? I can't see your hand clearly. Two, and Frankie 3, and Murray 2. So Frankie gets the vote there. So looking at things, I think, do we have, oh gosh, how many votes did Murray, how many votes did you get earlier? 2. We have a tie then between Murray and Jilly Beanie Baby. So Granny, once again, the tie break comes down to you.
Well, I think that Officer Frankie might be a crooked cop.
Doesn't help with the tie, Granny.
Yeah, Granny.
What were the options?
The options were Murray or Jilly.
Oh, Murray or Jilly. Sorry, I misheard. In that case, I will go for Jilly.
Okay, so Jilly, you are now being put up for an execution sequence. Would anyone like to volunteer of the living? Emperor Palpatine, you put your hand up first. So a reversal of what we had last time. So this time, let's add myself in. Jilly, you will have 30 seconds on the clock to try to convince Palpatine not to kill you. But first, Emperor Palpatine, you have the opportunity to win bonus cash. Can you please now say odds or evens? It is evens. It is a 2, though. So it's low scores so far. Low scores. There will now be 30 seconds on the clock. Jilly Beanie Baby, you can either try to convince Palpatine not to kill you, call to grab a Tommy gun, or spend protection cash. Either way, 30 seconds, begin.
You could be the grandchild of Mace Windu.
The grandchild of who?
Mace Windu, also known as Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, maybe. But, I mean, I didn't do it. I've been trying to figure out the map. Oh, my dogs. I've been trying to figure out the map. I'm figuring out who it is, but it's not me.
10 seconds left.
I don't really care who.
Can you spare me?
Not, I'm just,
2 seconds left.
Are you going to spare me?
Force lightning.
That is time, unfortunately.
Protection.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Time ran out there. Time ran out. So, Emperor Palpatine, continue the execution.
Force bullets.
So, with that,
Appear on the screen.
Jilly, you have been killed. So, now I will ask you, from beyond the grave, were you the killer?
No, I wasn't.
No. Jilly was
it
not
was obvious that I wasn't.
So with that, Jilly Beanie Baby has been killed. An innocent person at the hands of Emperor Palpatine on behalf of the townspeople. So once again, 1 minute immediately coming on the clock. Would the killer let me know if they would like to kill or if they would like to steal? Everyone else, let me know if you would like to steal, protect, or do. If you want to do nothing, you don't need to let me know, obviously. If you'd like to discuss anything, especially Jilly and Granny during this time, help us work out and avenge who has caused your deaths.
Jilly is going to come back from the dead and kill me.
I'm so sorry, Jilly. I didn't.
You're
really
not
get to
sorry.
see it.
I like
You're
Jilly.
senile.
She was nice.
Yes, I didn't even realize you were up for the vote, and then I panicked. And my old age is getting to me.
He said, is it Jilly or Murray? It's obviously
You
Murray.
voted for me. I wasn't even an option.
Oh,
I don't know what's happening.
No.
It's very hard to see and hear.
I would like
in my
to
old age.
very quickly clear something up, right? Because this has just clicked in my mind's eye, okay?
Okay.
The night that Granny died, I stole money,
yeah, that's why I said it was
Which
obviously
is-
not Mary.
Yeah, thank you, because I heard you
I was
say
doing
that,
the
and I was like, I'm gonna pack that up because you cannot kill somebody and steal money at the same time. So I am innocent as they come.
You are, and I believe you.
Thank
Yeah,
you very
I don't
much.
believe you,
And it's-
Furball.
And it's not Palpatine because he had no money.
The reason he had money was because I stole from him the first night.
Okay,
was
so
you.
with that, that is the end of this period of not voting, of saying what you want to do in the night phase. And I have some news to share. Unfortunately, Murray, your associate, Mary May Doolittle, is dead.
I knew I was gonna get killed up. I know who the killer is. Oh my god, this is
Who
great.
is it?
Now you're gonna have to wait. Now
I
you bunch
know
of
who it
numbnuts.
is.
Yeah.
Okay,
it is.
so there will now
puppet.
be a 3-minute period of open discussion. An audience continue to ask questions, and it will just be the audience questions we get outside this period of open discussion. Use this time, work out who the killer is. Begin.
Mary, what happened?
Mary, what happened?
Mary, you gotta
Oh,
tell
basically, right. When I was explaining the whole I did not do it because I stole, I was looking at one particular person, and I'm not going to say who it is just yet because I need to check one more finer detail before I tell you who it is actually. And also, I think for the sake of time, it might be great for it to drag on a little bit.
Or we just,
That
it's
was
the
good.
future.
I like that.
Now I'm dead.
Well, we can just stand
Time
around
does
too.
not have an issue for me. Now I'm dead.
Well, he's had infamies from the beginning. I think it's still Palpatine.
Yeah.
I think it's still you.
Me?
Yeah.
I haven't got hands. I can't hold anything.
That is
you have
precisely
a
why.
Please
But
tell us
considering
who
the fact-
killer is.
You
Oh,
have a
because-
man with a hand, another hand that can reach the computer.
What could
What's interesting is that Palpatine, if Officer Frankie did steal from you, and that's the only reason why you didn't have money, and you're always big on trying to protect yourself all the time. So.
Well, this time I did want to spend 5,000 to protect myself.
How was I supposed to know he's into protecting himself? This is my first time in this neighborhood, huh?
No, it's fine.
What?
Third
Why
day.
wouldn't somebody be into protecting themselves?
Third day.
At the first round, you should never protect yourself when you have too many people. The chances are way too high. You should save the money. I learned that the hard way.
My
Oh.
arm hurts.
Well, usually
So
if
you're
you're good at
saying
the
you
game, they like to
protected
target
yourself
you
on-
early.
Yeah.
So you're
That
saying
too.
you protected yourself on night 1, is that? Or...
No, I did not protect myself.
He didn't protect himself at all. That's
Oh.
why Officer Frankie stole the money from him. That's why he didn't have the money for the protection.
I would like to
Because
make
if
a
you
condition.
haven't been stealing, that would explain why you don't have money. And if you haven't been stealing, does that mean you've been killing?
That's a good point.
No, I
She's
think.
dead.
Dead granny.
Well,
I-
I did steal in the night when Mary died. I think I have 5,000. So,
I just find it interesting that you knew that I was innocent, Palpatine, and you said that you were still gonna kill me.
I
That's a
probably
good point.
don't care who's innocent or good or not. I'm with the dark side, remember?
But she saved you in the previous one.
Jeez.
No, she did not save me. She wanted to kill me with firecrackers or something. I protected myself with the rest of the
I was
money.
going to. I just didn't get the
Oh.
chance.
It
You
was
guys.
on your face.
You guys, I don't listen. No matter how bad we want it to be Palpatine, it's not him.
How do you know that?
Who is it?
You said it was me, so and it obviously wasn't me.
I said that for comedic effect. It didn't land well.
No.
But I know who it is.
Who is it?
Who is it?
Who is it?
That is the end of this period of open discussion. That is the end of this period of open discussion. 3 minutes on the clock. So, let's have a quick look to see what we've got from our audience. Let's see. So,
It's quite funny.
okay, hang on. So, let's see, scrolling up here. Emperor Palpatine, how did you return in the sequels?
Of course. Alright, I was going to reveal this time or later, alright. I was thrown out in the ventilation shaft, right? And I prayed very, very hard to the dark side. And then I heard this voice, and suddenly I saw 2 black ears and a black nose. And then he said, well, I'm gonna buy you, and I'm gonna bring you back to life. And I said, oh, do it now. And he said, of course, but I will wait until it's time to use you to cash some cash. So,
Okay, I think we get the gist. Okay, let's have a quick
last
look.
but the long story.
Yeah, it was a long story. So, Murray, what is your handicap? I think that might be a golfing term, but you had a tennis racket, so I don't know if you've got anything you'd like to say about your skills.
Yes, well, I like to clean the aura in the room. I like to Marie Kondo it on myself with a racket.
Okay. And Granny, will there be a Revenge of the Werewolf, which is a nice in-joke for this show?
Well, there very well might be, depending on if I come back to life.
Okay.
That is the woman I love.
Frankie.
So with this, there will be one final interaction before we go to the vote. So let's see what we've got. We have, who is number 1?
Oh, it's me.
It's Jilly Beanie Baby. And with a roll of the dice, who is number 6? Emperor Palpatine. So,
Oh, boy.
let's see. Jilly Beanie Baby and Emperor Palpatine, you will have 1 minute to figure out who the killer is. Begin.
I'm just gonna let you know I'm haunting you.
I have plenty of force ghosts hunting me right now.
Yeah, but I'm gonna haunt your dudes behind you. They're gonna have bad dreams, not gonna be able to get their kink on.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I was trying to get them stopped, and that would work into my advantage.
Right. So Palpatine, who do you think it is?
I still think it's the furball.
Why are you harassing him? What is your issue with him?
Because the dark side has 2 hands, and one is inside the puppet. The other one is free. And the eyes and the face as well, so...
Do you have a fear, a phobia?
Yes, I hate when I don't see people.
Because this seems like puppetism or something like that. I don't know. This hatred. It's not Gucci.
Well, I did, if one of my associates, Captain already said that he's papaphobic.
Oh, that is time. That is time. That is the end of this period of interaction. Audience, it is now voting time once again. Vote now and save us. Who do you think the killer is? Could it be Blueberry, Officer Frankie, Emperor Palpatine, Notus, Elf, or Murray? Put your votes into the comment section now, and we will go around the living. Starting with Blueberry, who do you think the killer is, please?
It seems to have... I don't know what it is for me. It seems to have it in for me, so I'm just going to go for Palpatine.
Okay, there's a vote for Emperor Palpatine. And who do you think it is, Officer Frankie?
Listen, if my associate here thinks it's Palpatine, I gotta go with him too. You know, because police officers stick together.
Okay.
Not foolish.
Emperor
Academy.
Emperor Palpatine, who do you think it is, please?
The puppet.
The puppet, okay? So...
I have a name!
I know. Let's see. Who do you think it is, Murray?
I am really confused between Notus and Officer Frankie. So I think I'm gonna go with Officer Frankie.
Okay, there's a vote against Officer Frankie. Notus Elf, who do you think it is, please?
Okay.
Sorry.
So, this person, we haven't really been able to look into their face and see if we can tell, because they're not a person. They're being controlled by somebody else. I think it's Mertiel Blueberry.
Okay, thank you very much. And of course, Jilly, Beanie Baby, Granny, and Mary, you were all dead. So let's go over to the comments, and we have votes for Blueberry, Murray, Blueberry, Mertiel Blueberry, Blueberry, Don't look at his face, right? Rurikio says, I don't even know at this point, to be honest. It's still Mike, though, they say. See what other votes we've got coming in. Audience, give your votes very, very quickly if you're going to vote. I'll just remind you, if you haven't done so already, head over to youtube.com/Extreme Improv and smash that subscribe button. Of course, you can also follow or subscribe on twitch.tv/Extreme Improv, or we're also on facebook.com/Extreme Improv and DLive and Periscope if it still exists. I'm not even sure. But with this, any other votes coming through? Again, another one for Murray, but I don't think it's enough. And at this stage, I will say Blueberry. That's another vote for you. And looking at the votes overall, that is the definitive. That's Mertiel Blueberry. You will now be put to execution. Who would like the... okay, Officer Frankie, you got in there first.
I'm on the big screen.
So, with this... first of all, Officer Frankie, for taking on this burden of doing the execution, you will have the opportunity to get some bonus protection cash. Can I now get odds or evens from you, please?
Evens, please.
It is evens, and it is an 8, so you get 8,000 bonus dollars. So, well done there. But now, there will be 30 seconds on the clock, Mertiel. And during this time, you can either try to convince Officer Frankie not to execute you. You could call to grab a Tommy gun, in which you will have a 1 in 8 chance of turning the gun back on the officer. Or you will be able to spend protection cash if you have any available. Either way, 30 seconds, begin.
Listen, Frankie, I have a confession. I stole money on the first night. I would not lie to you. You made me a devil.
I believe you.
I would not lie to you. I did steal on the first night, and I will admit who I stole from.
Who?
Mary.
10 seconds
All
left.
right.
Please,
I believe you.
Please, I wouldn't kill anyone. Look at
He's
this
wearing
face.
his
Look at this
You're
face. Look at this face.
Are you
It's
sparing
adorable.
I am staring. I'm looking. I'm sparing you. I'm sparing
Okay,
you.
so well done there. Well done. Well, I say well done. Well done for Matil. But Officer Frankie, did
Yeah,
you
I
just
stole
let
it.
a killer get away with murder? Or perhaps,
He did.
Officer Frankie, you just saved an innocent life in the line of duty? Or perhaps you knew that Matil perhaps is innocent because you are in fact the killer? And you're trying to make yourself look good here. Perhaps Emperor Palpatine is the killer and is evil as he is projecting outwards. Or perhaps
I am evil.
Notus
I'm
Elf
not the killer.
isn't all rays of sunshine and smiles like a little elf and is not such a happy little elf after all. Or perhaps Murray is doing more than just a money racket and is also taking lives. So, with this, 1 minute on the clock, and would the killer let me know what they would like to do, and anyone else let me know what they would like to do. So, let's see what we've got. Oh, it's incredibly busy.
Mr. Blueberry, how does
Okay.
it feel to have the power of the dark side in you?
I don't have the dark side. I'm young. I haven't a mean bone in my body. I don't have any bones in my body.
Blueberry, I couldn't let you die because you're my partner and I had to save you.
Well, like I said, I stole on the first night. I admitted to it. So how can I kill anyone if I
Is
stole on
there
the first
any
night?
evidence that you stole?
What?
Can you prove it?
Can I prove that I stole on the first night?
He
Yeah.
can't, really.
I
You
can.
stole my
really.
heart on
Only
the
the
first.
first
But
night
there's an
that you
impartial.
stole.
But in case you're not aware, there is an impartial party who's currently looking at his screen for stuff, and he can't really admit anything.
What?
Did you
Oh,
only steal
oh,
on the
so-
first night, Blueberry?
What did you say,
I-
Granny?
Did you only steal on the first night?
I just need to give a little bit of information. If you wish to use protection, you need to tell me to which level you wish to use protection. I need to give this information. I will allow another 15 seconds for information to come through, because this is important.
So, Notus,
Yes.
you look very
So?
innocent.
Thank you.
No, Toos. Why do you have it in for me? What did I do to you?
I can't read your face.
But I'm adorable. Look at me.
That's true.
If you're telling me that you're adorable, that doesn't make me think you're adorable.
Look, I
Okay,
deserve
I'm
things.
afraid that is now time. That is now time. I have some bad news to share.
Oh,
I have some bad news to share.
Yeah.
Notus Elf, you have been murdered.
Oh,
Oh my goodness!
what?
You
No!
Samuel, you little blue freaking.
I'm breaking character a sec. I'm breaking character. That was just too funny.
Is that your true character?
Okay, but do you have anything else? You already have said something, but is there anything else you'd like to say, Notus Elf, from beyond the grave? Okay. There is perhaps one other piece of information. I just need to do one more roll just to be able to tell. They're fine. They're fine. But we haven't had a humiliation in a while, so this will be a random one. I'm going to randomly humiliate Emperor Palpatine. So, Emperor Palpatine, you have a random humiliation. So, for the remainder of this day, you will have to speak in single-syllable words only. You will only be allowed to speak in single-syllable words. Do you understand?
Fuck!
Exactly. So, now with this, we will go around everyone, and everyone will have the opportunity to ask one other person one question. Audience, continue to ask questions to any of our suspects. And let's see, we have some comments coming through, but sometimes they're a little bit near the knuckle, guys. So I'm not always going to read
I
them
like questions that are near the knuckle.
out. Right. Well, it's just about using protection on this one. I won't read it.
Oh, please tell me more.
I'll tell you later.
So boring.
Okay. So with
Yeah,
this.
I would like to know very much how you protect yourself from not getting killed by blue.
One thing I can say is some people didn't always have the funds. This has been a lot of stealing on this show. There has been a lot of stealing. So, with this, let's have a look. Martil, do you have a question for someone, please?
Yeah, I've got a question for Palpatine.
Oh, fuck.
In various words, can you explain why you would kill someone?
If they
Yeah,
were
yeah.
light force, I would kill. But no one here is light force.
We got there in the end. Thank you very much. So Jilly Beanie Baby, who do you have a question for?
Yeah. So I have a question for Murray Kondo. Have your cleaning businesses gone up with all these murders?
It's way hard to say. Like, the stains are very difficult to remove. I don't like killing at all. I mean, I would say it's been just going all right with the murders, but I was stunned when you died. I came to the funeral, Jilly.
Yeah, I didn't even ask if you killed people. I just asked about your cleaning business.
Oh.
I didn't say about killing people. I just said I came to your funeral.
Okay.
Okay, so Officer Frankie, do you have a question for someone, please?
Yeah, can I commune with the dead and ask No Truth a question?
Of course you may.
Or actually, can I ask Dead Mary a question?
Wait, are these questions? You could have done, except for you've just asked me 2 questions. I'm very sorry. Since we flagged this earlier, the answer is yes. You could have asked them questions, but unfortunately, you did get to ask 2 questions, then, and I answered them both. So, Granny, who is your question for?
Yes, I had a question for Murray. What have you been doing, and why aren't you talking much?
Well, I am an introvert because I like cleaning houses and arranging stuff and then cleaning all the deaths you guys have been doing around town. So it's a pretty rad business that I'm keeping up with, and with all these bugs inside the house. Blueberry, you shouldn't be asking me these questions. You poop in your house all the time and I have to clean up your shit. I love your face.
Okay, sorry, 1 second. So, I just had to attend to something. And what I can say, Granny, have you asked a question this round?
Yes, I just asked.
Granny
Oh,
just
sorry,
asked the question.
Palpatine, have you?
No.
Go on then.
Blue. Are
Yes?
Get away, please. Are
Oh,
you
away.
Oh,
Away
away!
is
You were
to-
silenced, Palpatine. If you attempt to break this silence earlier, you will be, before the next day
Ew.
phase, you will be put to a execution. Do you understand? Okay. So, Murray, who is your question for?
Well, my question is for Officer Frankie.
Hello, I'm
Officer
Frankie.
Frankie,
Yes.
I thought you were an officer. How could you make the mistake between Mary and Murray when you sent the message to Dawn?
I don't really So you're saying that police officers have to understand everybody at all times? Is that what you're saying? Because that's a silly question that's obviously false. And obviously only a killer would think that. I don't appreciate silly questions like that. You must be the killer.
Okay. Nose Two's Elf, do you have a question for someone, please?
Only one S in my name. No twos. No twos, Elf. So my question, it was gonna be for that blue, but
Language.
some new information has come across my screen, and yes, and it's for Murray. Murray, my question to you is, why?
Well, because my father was a cleaning advocate, and my mother, she followed the religion of cleaning. That's why I got into the business of cleaning up the condos, and that's.
I should have finished my question.
Okay. Mary, do you have a question, please?
So, kind of sussing it out now, right? I've got my little bit of information that I was been looking for. What time is it? This can play on a bit longer. Okay. But I would like to ask a question to the blueberry muffin. Right? So, yeah, you blue guy. So, why you dodging me messages, bitch? That's all I need to know.
Good. I'm happy with that response. So, with this, let's go over to the comment section and let's see what we've got. So, Officer Frankie, are you well? Asks Stephen on Twitch.
Is she frozen?
Officer Frankie?
I am indeed well.
Okay, good.
Oh no, am I frozen?
You're not, no. You were, but you're back.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so with this...
Okay,
I'll answer for her, because we're both from Brooklyn. The answer is apple pie. Take that how you will.
Okay. Oh, more product placement, I see. So, let's see what else we've got. Who is your favourite Star Wars character, Jilly Beanie Baby?
My favorite Star Wars character.
Yeah.
Let's see. I really like. I love Princess Leia. Well, more so when she was a general. I thought that was really cool, her as a whole, because she went from being a princess to being like kick-ass, and I was like, how could she do it, but I couldn't? And I don't know.
There we go. Let's see what else we've got. Blueberry.
Yes.
Rorikio asks, will you help them find a good scabbard for their broadsword?
Find a good scabbard for their broadsword.
That's the question.
Is this a Labyrinth reference? I don't get it. I don't know. I've never worked with David Bowie. I'll just say that. If this is some sort of reference to Labyrinth, well, I was an extra in it.
I have a question. Why do you assume it's Labyrinth?
Well, because they're asking for a scabbard, and it's either that or Muppet Treasure Island. I'm unsure which.
Okay. So, Stephen says only one S. Ha 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 ha. But we do have a question from Aaron. Elf, what does your name mean?
Oh, no tus. It's actually short for notuse. And it actually, I'm sorry, I like saying it like that, but it means nosy in German.
Okay. So, Murray, who do you trust the most?
I actually killed the one I trusted the most, who was Mary. I shouldn't have voted for her, I'll be honest with you. But I think over here I trust Myrtle the most, because Myrtle, you remind me of my adorable dog.
Did she just say she killed Mary?
Yeah, she said she killed Mary.
Yeah, I voted for her.
Okay. Interpret this as you will. So with this, there will be one final interaction before we go to the vote. And it is going to be... We don't have a number 9, so let's roll this again. Got the wrong dice. Okay, who is our number 6? Palpatine. Oh my god, I'll change it because, I'll change it. We've had you loads of times. Who is our number 5? Officer Frankie. Officer Frankie. Okay, and Officer Frankie, and it is with Notus. So Officer Frankie and Notus, you'll have an interaction. So here we go, and oops, did I replace rather than add? There we go. 1 minute, begin.
So, Officer Frankie.
Hello, Notu. How you doing?
I'm dead. But other than that, I guess I'm okay. I'm living it up. I don't have to go to work anymore. Yeah. So you have nothing? Are you mocking me?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Oh, so now you're being condescending?
I feel like I'm freezing right now.
No, you know what's happening? You're freezing me out with your non-verbal communication, and I don't appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm trying real hard, Natus. I'm trying real hard, but I get a little cold feet sometimes.
Okay, but first of all, thank you for pronouncing my name right, because the host, he's a bit of a dick.
I know, right?
Yeah.
He enforces the rules willy-nilly.
Yeah, I don't like using that word. Because
Hey, look, I can promise you that the willy is not nilly when you come to calling me a dick. Right, so with this...
That's what he said.
Exactly. Right, it is now voting time, audience. Who do you think the killer is? It is either one of the surviving people, Martil, Notus, Palpatine.
I'm dead.
Oh, sorry. Well, I was just trying to say it right. Right, Murray or Frankie. So it has to be Blueberry, Palpatine, Murray, or Frankie. One of them is the killer. One of them is making a fool out of everyone else here. Let's see if we can figure out who it is. Starting off with the vote from Martil. Who do you think it is, please?
Well, normally I would go for Palpatine, but I think this time around, because of something that No2 said, I'm going to have to go with, I'm sorry, I love you, Murray.
Okay, that is a vote for Murray. So, Nen.
Sorry, Murray, I love you so much.
Palpatine, who would you vote for, please? Oh, yes, of course.
You can make numbers with your fingers.
5. Oh, thanks for that tip, Officer Frankie. That worked well for you. So, with that, that is a vote for Officer Frankie. And Officer Frankie, who do you vote for, please?
Murray actually said she killed Mary. So it's gotta be Murray because she said it.
Okay. And Murray, who do you vote for?
Okay, to be fair and square, I didn't say I killed Mary. I said I voted for her, but my vote goes for Frankie because she tried to say something when I asked her a question if she wanted to kill Mary or Murray. And then she flipped off and said that, I'm not the killer. That's what she said. That's the thing which only a killer does. So I'm going to vote for Officer Frankie.
Okay, let's go over to our comment section, see what we've got. We've got votes for Murray. I just keep getting 10, says Stephen. I don't know what that refers to. This one says Palestine, but I think they mean Palpatine. That might be... oh, that was geography. Geography, right. I'm going to take that as meaning Palpatine. Frankie. Man, you can make numbers with your fingers, says Nima.
Even they know.
Yeah,
which
exactly.
is really awkward for you.
The secret mic is revealed. We've got a vote for Murray. Murray. Oh my god, Murray. There's a flood of Murrays. Palpatine. And Blueberry.
No!
And let's see what else. Okay, that's a question we'll come to later. And another one for Murray. So the most votes definitely is Murray now. Absolutely Murray. So Murray, you have been voted, so you'll be put to an execution. Can I have a volunteer from among the living to carry out this burden of the execution? Martial, your hand came up first that I saw. So, with this, Martial...
I think he's controlling my hand. Hang on. What the stick, you idiot?
Okay. So, with this, Martial, you will get the opportunity to get some bonus protection cash. Can I now have from you odds or evens?
Odds.
And it is an even, is number 4, I'm afraid. So, no bonus cash. But, Murray, you'll have 30 seconds on the clock in which you can try to convince Martial not to kill you. You can also grab a Tommy gun, should you wish, a 1 in 8 chance of turning the gun back on Martial, or you can use protection cash if you have it available. 30 seconds, begin.
Convince me.
Myrtle, I see that in your room you have a section which needs to be arranged right behind. It's the bed. I can help you with it because I know you love me. You want to save me?
Well, first things first. Don't try to use cleaning products against me.
Just tell me if you want to save me.
The second thing is it's not my bed.
All right, then I'm just gonna grab a Tommy gun.
Whoa! Grabs the Tommy gun. So with this, I will come back onto screen. Murray, can I get a number from 1... Oh, hang on, let me make sure I've got the correct die. Can I get a number from 1 to 8, please?
Come at me.
6.
It is a 1. Unfortunately, you've not been successful. Martial, please continue the execution.
With pleasure. So, it's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. Now you're dead.
And with that, Murray, you have been executed. So, coming back, from beyond the grave, Murray, will you now confirm? Were you the killer?
No, I was not.
Not the killer. Not the killer. And we have killed off the innocent Murray. Martial is hiding with the shame of this act. So now we are down.
His arm.
We are down to Martial, Emperor Palpatine, and Officer Frankie. We will once again go to the night phase. During this time, let me know if you wish to protect yourself. Let me know if you wish to steal. Let me know if you're the killer and you wish to kill. So, let's see.
So here's the thing. Who is that blue? Blueberry said he does have a trouble typing.
Okay.
But he does type when he wants to type.
Yeah, it's with extreme difficulty.
I would have to take your word for it.
No, because French keyboard, upside down, and he's kind of sitting on the floor.
Yeah, but you did
Why do you have a French keyboard?
What?
Why do you have a French keyboard?
Because I'm French. My name is French, but I can't speak French. Do you know why?
Why?
Because he can.
So why do you got a French keyboard?
That's very good.
Well, I have a French keyboard because it's a French laptop. We live in France.
Oh.
Do you see the difficulty now?
I can speak French with this help. Bonjour. Ça va?
Ah, tu parles français avec moi, chérie.
Oui. Je suis l'anglais, non comprends pas le français, pardon.
Oh, tu comprends pas français?
Oui.
Ah oui, je parle français tous les jours.
Oui.
Oh.
Mort.
Okay,
I
one
got
sec.
something. Can I get you to say something in French for me, Blue?
You can try. Depends what it is.
Say, I'm the motherfucking killer!
Je suis le motherfucking killer.
Well, I'm PG. I can't say things like that.
Oh.
Mother flipping.
I can try.
Okay, guys.
God,
Okay, I
save
need to
me.
interrupt. There was a lot of activity. As things are getting tense, there was a lot of activity, and I just needed to check through it all. I have some bad news to share, though. And that is... Officer Frankie has been killed. Officer Frankie...
Must have been a high freaking roll.
It was... It was a high roll.
Now I know who it is.
So, with this, it is either Martial or Emperor Palpatine. One of them is the killer.
Now
One
I
of
know.
them is innocent and now knows for certain the identity of the killer. So with this, there will first be a 1 minute interaction between Myrtil and Emperor Palpatine. And then we will come to an open discussion. So 1 minute between you two. You can convince everyone else that you are not the killer and that the other one is. Begin.
How could you kill my partner?
I sensed the dark side, and it was correct.
You sense the dark. You are the dark side, so you're the one who's killing everybody.
No, I get my henchmen. I corrupt people and let them do it for me.
Y'all
Like
heard
I
it
did
here,
to Anakin
folks.
Skywalker.
Y'all heard it here, folks. He's the one who's doing it. I swear it would not be me. I
I do not have that ability in this town. I can only do that.
I work in a bar. I am PG. I am lovable, adorable, and I'm blue.
Yes, and it would be the great logical choice to kill off your partner to throw me off your gun.
Why?
Everyone already
Why?
hates
I'm
me.
not a minority.
Everyone already hates me.
Oh, yeah, that's the reason. That's the reason you're the killer.
No, that's the reason why you pulled off this sneaky move.
Sneaky? I'm not sneaky. I'm about as sneaky as a spider in an open room.
You're not sneaky. Look how well you turned to Darth Vader helmet with that Viking hat, and you switch and you play with the keyboard a lot.
Okay, that is the end of this period of interaction.
Thank you.
There will now be a 1 minute period of open discussion for everyone. Begin.
Listen, everybody. I know Palpatine was the killer. I swear I would never kill any of you. As I said, I'm blue. I would never hurt any of you.
Oh, Blue Lives Matter? Is that
Yes.
what you're trying to tell us?
That is very accurate. But no, I would not put that here at this point. No, Officer Frankie was my best friend. I would never hurt Officer Frankie.
Best friend? Y'all
she-
just
she-
met.
She, let me finish. She welcomed me in to her office with zero training. I might have you know.
Isn't that suspicious? Don't you find that suspicious?
I mean, it's the police department.
I was good
Sorry.
at that. That's very good.
Martai, so if you were put up on the chopping block, would you be able to protect yourself? Do you think you have enough money to protect yourself?
Probably not, because the way you said that is like people have been stealing from me from the beginning.
Well, I'll admit
You
I
can
stole
steal
from
as
you,
well.
Blue Puppet.
Oh, Mary, I thought we had something here.
No, we didn't have anything, darling. I don't know where you got that from.
Well, I have a deep
Okay,
standing
guys,
relationship
okay.
with
It is
everyone
now
in town.
voting time. Audience, please vote now and save us. Who do you think the killer is? It can either only be Myrtil or Emperor Palpatine. Myrtil Blueberry or Emperor Palpatine. One of them is the killer. So it is now voting time, and as it has reached this stage, the dead will also be able to vote. So with this, put your votes into the comment section, please, audience. Oh, there's something written in French, and I really can't read it, so I do apologise.
Send it to me.
Okay, I will, in fact. Right, so, oh, hang on, copy. Right, so I'm going to put it publicly so anyone who reads French can see what it says.
Okay.
And there you go. I know the first bit is ooh la la.
Let me see.
I cannot read that.
Ah, okay. So it says, "Ooh la la, Myrtil, call me later."
Well, there you go. So with this, guys,
We do learn French.
Jilly Beanie Baby.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the killer, please?
I'm gonna go with Palpatine.
Okay, there is a vote for Emperor Palpatine. Myrtil, who do you
Yes.
think is the killer, please?
It has to be Palpatine. I can't kill anybody. I'm blue.
Okay, Emperor Palpatine, who do you think is the killer?
Well, it is the blue purple.
Okay,
Shocking.
there's a vote for Myrtil. Granny, who do you vote for, please?
I think think it's Officer Frankie. Wait, no, sorry, Palpatine.
He's dead.
So vote for Palpatine. Officer Frankie.
Yeah, I think it's Palpy, because Matil and I are besties, alright? So it's gotta be Palpy.
And that's why he killed you.
Okay, Murray, who do you vote for, please?
I would like to vote for Palpatine.
So vote for Emperor Palpatine. Notus, who would you like to vote for, please?
You're crazy. Can't you guys see? It's that blue motherfucker. Blue.
Okay, and Mary Dead Doolittle, who do you vote for, please?
What you gotta understand, right, was in my living days, I made a lot of undercover deals. And one of the deals was to, well, I'm not gonna say what it was, but I just remembered. So, without further ado, I'd like to vote for the blueberry muffin.
Okay, there's a vote for Matil. We will go over to the comment section and see what we've got. Frankie is dead, says Nightmare. I forget how it's pronounced.
Neve. Her name is Neve.
Nevemare. Oh my god, I'm so awful at names. Right, we've got a vote for Blue.
You are.
I know, I'm really bad. Blueberry, Blue. Let's see what else. Palpatine. You already have Frankie. Don't be greedy, says Mauricio. Blueberry, Palpatine, Blueberry, and Palpatine, Blueberry, 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 Palpatine. And Capelthave, it says.
Who is that?
I don't know. Palpatine, Blueberry. Is this still within this round? Blueberry, it is. Blueberry. Oh my god, everyone's voting. Matil. So, with this, did we count our votes? I think...
I'm not sure.
I think the blueberry muffin from Starbucks is just ahead by 3.
I think it's Blueberry as well. However, looking at the votes, that adds one more vote to the tally because the audience votes will equal to one of our suspects' votes because obviously they have more risk for their lives here. And with that, it doesn't make a difference. There is still more votes for Palpatine. So we will have a public execution sequence at this stage, but the same rules apply. Palpatine, if you are able to convince or save yourself however you wish here, you'll have another shot to try to convince everyone of their mistake. So, first things first, Blueberry. Can I get odds or evens from you, please?
Evens this time.
It is odds. It's number 9, so it would have been a high score if you'd got it correct.
Insert swear word here.
So, 30 seconds on the clock. If you have protection cast, Palpatine, then you can protect yourself. There is one remaining Tommy gun available, or you can try to convince Blueberry not to kill you. 30 seconds, begin.
Convince
We
me.
did steal, right? Alright, the fellow Don, we did steal. Do we have enough cash?
I stole the first night.
I protect myself with the cash I stole.
You don't have any cash.
Ah! I got shamed for nothing.
Well then, you have no
I
cash.
have the gun.
Okay, he's calling to grab the one remaining Tommy gun. One remaining Tommy gun. Could I now get...
the lightsaber.
Could I... Palpatine, could I get a number between 1 and 8?
Come on. I mean, let the puppet be the survivor.
5.
It is an 8. Matil, continue the execution. Oh, he's done.
He killed himself.
No, he took himself out. He didn't want to be taken out.
Wow. I don't know if that's ever happened
He didn't measure up.
before. So, Emperor Palpatine from beyond the grave. Could you confirm? Are you the killer?
Of course it was me. I'm the bloody Emperor Palpatine.
So, there you go. Emperor Palpatine was the killer. Matil, you have survived. A sole survivor this week. Well done, everyone. Yeah. Well done, Matil. Well done, audience, if you voted correctly, if you figured it out. Any comments or things to say after that result? Jilly Beanie
I
Baby.
got something to say.
I was going to say, I mean, that there was an early moment in the beginning when he was like, I don't have any money or something like that. He was stolen from. That's when I knew had a feeling that it was him because he wasn't stealing from other people.
Yeah.
But he wasn't also using it for protection.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
did also steal once.
You did. Do you know what? The Zoom chat has been the busiest it's literally ever been. So going through it within a minute that I give myself was very challenging tonight. And when I saw Emperor Palpatine say, "I kill Mike," it was firstly confusing.
That was the night that no one died.
But then, so when I said like, "Oh, you want to kill Mike," and I was like, "But he's put it publicly." I didn't realise you were doing it tactically, so I apologise that I played it quite casually, like, well, we know how this is going to go, and that's why I went straight into an open discussion. But then when I checked, he had stolen as well. So
he was trolling. No,
he was trolling, and I almost gave it away as a result. So I'm amazed he made it this far.
He literally said that the killer tried to kill someone called Mike, and we had all seen it in the public chat. I was like, hang on.
Well, yeah, exactly. So I don't get why people didn't just kill him off. I'm amazed
I
he
voted
survived.
for him.
Yeah, I know. But it needs everyone to get him.
No, here's the thing though. Because that I was pulling a satire of last night, everyone did think I was innocent. And I was actually stealing that night. I did send you a message to steal, and I sent a public message, I kill Mike. I know that wouldn't be valid.
Yeah, no, it's a tactic. It's a tactic I will have to watch out for.
I told you several weeks ago that if you pulled that stunt again, that I was going to assume that you were the killer because you did it before.
She told you.
I told you.
That was the point where I knew reverse psychology. Like I said, that was the point that I knew it was Cap, and I was just like, to be quite honest with you, I got a bit bored being dead. So I decided to protect
guys, you
Cap.
have no idea how the private messaging is going with me and Hannah.
So, one other thing I need to say, I need to apologise, only slightly apologise to Granny. Granny managed to get enough money to ask for the truth, and they asked for the truth before it was then requested that Officer Frankie was killed, and you protected yourself, I think, 7, and I rolled an 8. So, it meant that when you asked that question, it was legitimate that she was... still alive too.
Yeah, that's completely fine, because, I mean, it was just a roll of the dice for whether or not she was still alive, so, yeah, no, it's all good, mate.
Yeah. Okay, anyone else got anything they spotted or wanted to share?
Well, since he was a killer recently, I already had it in my mind that it wasn't him, because, usually that doesn't happen. So I was convinced. No matter how many red flags I saw, I was like, no, it can't be him. It can't be him. And I locked my claws onto Blueberry. I was convinced. I was like, no matter what I saw, it was gonna be Blueberry.
Yeah, that's why I killed you when you accused him.
No, like from when when Jilly was getting executed, I sent David a message saying it's Blueberry. And the whole time, I'm like, I sent it on Messenger, not through Zoom.
I have not seen that.
Yeah, I was like, it's Blueberry, and I was like, I'm just gonna stick on leech onto that, no matter what.
Blueberry, what do you actually look like?
French.
Yeah.
What?
Your
French.
What?
What does your manhandler look like?
Oh, I think he's too shy to come out. He's done streams earlier and he did extreme improv earlier, but he
Come on, you're a handsome lad. Get out there.
You want to come out? He says no.
Oh.
Come on, no, ow.
Come on, other David. There you go.
All right, go away now.
Very good. Okay, so that brings us towards the end of the show. Well done, everyone. Audience, if you've got any... Wait, Granny isn't a wolf anymore. Yeah, that's true. No longer a wolf. Put any
she's
final...
still a wolf.
Kinda.
Still a wolf. More of a
Little
wolf,
bit.
if anything.
Still
So, put any final comments and we'll read them out at the end of the show. But let's find out where you can find everyone on social media. I want to thank everyone for sticking around, just because we had the tech stuff so that we didn't start for a little while at the beginning. But, Murray, where can the people find you on social media? Isha.
You can find me on Extreme Improv every Friday night doing the Mafia with everyone around here. So find me on Extreme Improv and smash that subscribe button on YouTube.
Okay, thank you very much. Martial, where can we find you? David.
Okay, so you can find him here. I think I'm not looking in the right way. Yeah, you're looking the right way. Okay. So you can find him at Darth Nocturnus on his Instagram. You can look on his YouTube at Dave MC, and he also has Twitch for Mr. Lag 1993, where he plays video games Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And also, you can find me at Mirty Blueberry on Instagram.
Okay, thank you very much. Where can we find you, Elkie?
Yes, you can find me here. Well, first of all, if you want to look for me on any of the socials, it's at Elkie TV. Pretty simple. You can read my name below. And also, as part of Extreme TV, I am a co-host of the Elkie and Asadi Show, which features cast members from any Extreme Improv show to do long form. And we do that every Tuesday at these times are getting crazy because of the, but it's UK time is what, 5?
Yes.
There it is.
So
sure.
between 5,
Yes.
so for the next couple of weeks, it might be between 5:30 or 6:30, but I think we're kind of settling on 5 in a couple of weeks' time.
Yes, and also anybody here is eligible. If you're interested, either send a message to me or Asad Khan.
Okay, thank you very much.
Elsa,
Sherry, where can we find you, please?
Ooh, I am Sherry, but not actually Frankie Boyle. So if you find me on Facebook, why did I say Frankie Boyle? I mean Officer Frankie. If you find me on Facebook, Sherry Levine, improviser and comedian, that's my Facebook page. And there's another Facebook page that I'm on. Just want to do a shout out to my improv team, Hot Dick, who are watching tonight. New Steve, you know, they definitely, you know, were giving us support. So if you go to that Facebook page, it's not like crass. We're named after Dick Van Dyke. So the improv team is Hot Dick or Sherry Levine, improviser and comedian on Facebook.
Okay, thank you very much, Sherry. Where can we find you, Shalita?
Hey, so I'm Shalita, or Simple Plush Toy. You can find me on Instagram, as well as Twitch. I do stream weekly and everything like that. It's mostly on, I guess, Sundays, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, yeah. I'm also going to be performing with Improv Chattanooga tomorrow at, I guess, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I believe. I don't know. I'm so weird with times, but definitely check out Improv Chattanooga. But yeah, and my birthday was on this past Wednesday.
Oh, well, happy birthday for then, Shalita. Okay, Hannah, where can the people find you, please?
Still, you can find me at Hannah_McGowan X on Instagram. Give us a follow because I'm putting loads of random crap out there at the moment and everyone loves random crap. Also, you can find me at Boss Birds Improv, which is an all-women's improv company based in Liverpool. We have a jam with the nursery tomorrow, both the Boss Birds and the international group that we have for Boss Birds. Make sure you follow everything to do with Improv Chattanooga and their shows, like Shalita just said, because they are mint. That means awesome. And also check out, he's not here, but Ewan Henderson Actor on YouTube. We have our own little few episodes going on of Sergey and Vlad, or Serg and Vlad, and it's two really rubbish Russian spies. We're collaborating with different improvisers. Long story short, it's a little bit mental. And subscribe, follow, and you can watch them on a playlist as well. Have your cereal to that.
Boom. Okay. Very quickly for me, my name is David Postansky. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at David Postansky, spelled Pustansky. Normally I'd hold up a copy of my book, but I have not got one within reach. But you can see it there behind me. There you go. That's it. Check that out on Amazon. But more importantly, go over to the website because you'll be able to find the book, the board game, and all the kinds of stuff we've got. I couldn't reach the board game, so you can get the Extreme Improv board game. Improvise your way out of this just by going to the website, which is extremed.tv, and there's loads of articles, hundreds of videos, and loads of podcasts and all kinds of stuff on there, so do check that out. But for now, let's come over to our killer of the day, Capelthave, Emperor Palpatine. Where can the people find you?
This is the book, by the way, that David was mentioning. And also, I told Mary that I was the killer just because I needed a spot on Vladimir and Sergey. It's that good. It's that good. So go watch Ewan Henderson Actor and watch that Vladimir and Sergey whole playlist. Ewan made a playlist about it. And other than that, you can come and watch me in my YouTube channel, which is SWAT Deeds. And you can see the SWAT, but you can't see the deeds, but you can spell that. And other than that, if you just want to watch me shirtless, Vincent, my Instagram, you can follow me at KCoupleDave. Rest of it's not showing, but check out my name. Other than that, follow all these lovely people in their own social medias and check out Oki and Asadi show. It's great.
Thank you very much. So, from me, from everyone for Extreme Improv, smash that subscribe button over on youtube.com/Extreme Improv. And until next time, stay safe, stay extremes, and watch out for the Mafia. Ciao for now, peoples.
Bye.
Okay, and we are off the air.
Oh my god. Yeah, you can just find me on Twitch. I've only just started streaming the last, this week. I'll be trying to stream on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. And yeah, that's really good.
Okay, so twitch.tv/Sleppy Giuseppe, because I always forget someone, and I'm very sorry. But
It's all right,
bye
it's
again,
all right.
everyone.
Bye.